Ha 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 ha. Fantastic. Okay, let's just see if this other video is any good. No, it's that funny. No, it's doing that thing. Okay, we'll do the other one. Yeah, that's better. You get these funny striking things in these in the hall with the internet. So just have your feet shoulder width apart. Sink the hips back and down, and float up through the head. Have your chin tucked in. Let me just shut that door, because that will let all the heat. So we're in a very cold hall. I have got all the radiators on, and we waited a bit before we start just to see if the room's going to heat up. It hasn't really, so we thought, well, we're getting cold by not moving, so let's just start. So feel the ground under the feet, sink the hips back and down. Breathe in and out.
You come up from London today?
Yeah.
It's not quite freezing, is it? But it's very close.
It was very cold last night.
Is it?
And yeah, really cold. I mean, there was like, but the problem is the church that we were in, it's got a big hole in the roof, because obviously there's a lot of churches that need their roofs sorting out, isn't there? And that was one of them. And
what were you playing?
I was on the viola last night.
Right.
Yeah, and it was sort of improvised stuff again. So there wasn't any other. I was the only viola. There wasn't no cellist this time. It was just violins and violas. It was a bit of a mixed bag. It's very good. And there was only one singer as well. So yeah, because there was a train. I think there was another train strike or somewhere.
I thought they called them all off at the moment.
It depends on what the union. I think there's different unions.
Yeah, there are.
And they all, because the other week at the school my nieces go to, one of their teachers was on strike because of the union she was in, but one of the other teachers was not on strike because they were in a different union.
That's right.
Yeah,
So one of the twins had to go to school, and the other one got to stay at home and have fun. So the one that went to school was a little bit miffed. But I want to go on strike, so I'm sorry. It's very strange. So we're just gonna, okay, then we're just going to move up. So I had to do a bit of a warm-up for the orchestra last night because we were so cold. I said, right, come on, let's warm up. So we did a lot of these. So you just, and you go to the back as well. So this is a, okay, and we go back to this one. So just feel the hips. So I've got the Barton WI later,
right.
and the hall they use is freezing. That's why I've brought my thermal.
Yes.
I've got my thermal, but I might need to put some. I've got a scarf. I've got a hat. So appalling.
It's probably warmer outside than it is in the hall.
Well, the hall is warm if you hold your hands up. It's very warm, but down. Down it's freezing. So it's really weird. So I'm not really. I mean, there was one time where it was very, very cold. We had to cancel. And that actually, sometimes if it's too cold, you've got to be very careful with exercising, which is why we're doing a very, very, very long preparation. So warm up. It's preparatory exercises. Mike, the head honcho, doesn't like to use the word warm up because it's a bit. It's like these aren't important. We're just warming up. But actually, even within the warm up exercises, you're still practicing your posture, you're still practicing your balance.
Yes.
So then just, everything is important. It's not like, oh, this is the first bit, great, we can forget all about it. It doesn't work that way. It's very, everything's good. So,
You sort of play piano rather than fortissimo.
yeah, that's right, yeah. Yeah. And did you go to the music thing? Was the music thing on the weekend? There's like a music school somewhere. What's the name of it?
Which one? Where?
There's a music thing.
Oh, the Duxford, Saturday
yeah.
music workshop.
Yeah,
Yeah, I went down there, that's good. Yeah, it's very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what are you learning?
Oh, a series of things in our wind band.
Is it jazz or?
No, it's a mixture.
Mixture.
At the moment it's a bit of Vaughan Williams and a bit of Sousa, one of his marches, which is very nice.
Nice.
And a thing called Blackwater, which is strange piece and what have you.
Okay.
Yeah, very interesting. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's good. No, I'm glad that it's still, because it stopped for lockdown. I think did it go on Zoom for a bit?
It went on Zoom for a while.
Yeah,
They did.
good.
You can actually do that there, but now it's all face
It's
to
back
face.
face to face, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I donated a couple of instruments
Okay.
to them. I'd got given an
Good.
old keyboard that
Okay.
I wasn't really.
Good. Yeah.
It wasn't quite what I wanted, and I was also had a clavichord that I just gave
Okay. Yeah.
because I just didn't have room. So no, nice place. So we're sinking our hips, we're feeling the ground under the feet, and we're nice and relaxed. And I can feel the room is a little bit warm, so it was good that we delayed a bit. We delayed our start because it's actually in the rules or the guidelines for teaching exercise for people over the age of 50. Youngsters, yeah. You're supposed to have you can't exercise if it's too hot, but you also can't exercise if it's too cold. That's
how wimpish.
Lisa would moan. Lisa Wilson, one of my mentors, would moan about that. So we're all breathing. Oh. So much better, isn't it? Yeah, we'll work towards the tea break first. I think that's right. But we have done it before when it's been really, really cold and the room's just too cold to exercise in. We have our tea break first. We could always have another tea break after, it's fine. It does say Tai Chi and Tea, so it's.
So we all say everything stops for
So
tea.
it would be more like tea and Tai Chi, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Maybe I should change it. Oh, I've got some posters and some leaflets. They're in my car. So during the tea break, I'll try and dig them out and find them.
Right.
And then give them out. They're little flyers that you can give to your friends.
I could put one in the village shop.
And there's one, oh good, there's no fun. If it costs any money, let me know and
It's only a bit. It's fine. I put it there for a couple of months.
Okay. Oh, fantastic. Yeah, I got some new ones. The Histon, the people at the Histon printers, they're very, very nice.
Good.
And they do a good deal. And it's all reasonably priced, so sort of affordable.
If you need our printing done in Burwell, they have the Burwell print.
Burwell print, yes.
Good, very good.
That's very good too, yes. But I'm in Histon more than I'm in Burwell. I'm in Histon 3 times a week, whereas I'm only in this area, sort of not enough to be able to do anything. But I will bear that in mind.
Yes, because they get quite a few people who are disadvantaged.
Yes, that's right, yes.
Employing them there.
Yeah, well in the old days, just open the odds, they used to do t-shirt printing, but they don't do that anymore, because we used to have our t-shirts printed from Burwell Print.
Okay.
But then they stopped doing the t-shirts, which is a shame because it was really fun. Because the thing is, because of the people that worked there, you'd ask for certain colours and you'd have a colour scheme, and then you'd get something completely different and very creative. So every single person had their own custom-built t-shirt that had the same sort of design vaguely, and colours that they'd not asked for but look great anyway, so it was really good. And we absolutely loved it. So we were most disappointed when we had to get ours done from Talking Teas, which are more conventional, and we really liked, I mean this was before my time of training with, we just do bounce and shape training with Mike, but they used to have these amazing, they'd all turn up to with a t-shirt, and every single t-shirt was similar but very different. And they used to love that, and it was just great. So it was like, so the colours, he said now, and then after a while he was like, now if you want the colour, realise that the colours are more like guidelines, and you'll probably get something else. and the drawing might be a bit different and wonky or something. So it was great, but they had a whole room full of people wearing not identical t-shirts, which I just completely, I think it's great, because that's kind of what Tai Chi's about, really, because it's different in each person. It comes out different in each person. So we're doing bounce. Oh. Yeah. So for those of you that have recently arrived, we've had to delay the start because this hall was so cold, it was too dangerous to train in, so we had to wait for the radiators to heat the room up a bit. So it was, what I might do is I might just turn them down to 3 at the end, so when I come back here for 5:30, we won't freeze to death.
It'll be cosy.
It'll be nice and cosy. So it is. That's definitely warming up, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
much better. So I'll remember that for next time. If it's too cold
Right.
to start at past, we'll have to wait a bit.
Right.
So it means we'll be getting tea at 35 past instead of 30 past 11. Very important. So 4, 3, 2, 1, and then shape. So with shape, start it quite small, but lengthen the arms. And we're just breathing. Relax around the jaw. I really like Swaffham Pride Village Hall because for quite a lot of the year there's a robin, I think it sits on the tree over there, and it just sings.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's probably moaning about the temperature, I should think.
Talking of cold halls and what have you,
Yeah.
down here we've got the 2 churches, you know.
Oh yeah, the sister church. There was one sister wanted a church, the other
That's
one
right,
wanted
they
another
swapped
one.
over history between
Yeah.
which one's on there. And St Mary's, the lower one, is now the one that is being used. And round about the end of the year, they have a concert there with the Cambridge Voices singing.
Oh, lovely, yes.
And they start up in the St Mary's there. Then everyone dons all their coats and caps and that, and goes up to St Cyriacs up the hill, which is freezing cold.
Yeah.
For the second half, yeah.
So don't lift your arms too high. I'm just lifting them to here. I'm just lifting to here today, just to see what it feels. Not for any particular, just to see what it feels like. I'm just lifting them to here. So like that. That's it. So we want a relatively. You want to try and have a relatively straight arm, and you want to keep your wrist. There's a curve, but you're not bending, and you're not bending here. You're keeping relatively straight. Yeah. So just, and what you want, in order to get that straight, what you do is you push out with your, I'll just show you, those of you that are going to watch it on later, you push out with your fingers slightly, so that, there's a bend here obviously, because you can't avoid bending that bit's important, but when you get to here, you want to be like that. Sink down, and look, the hand is below the elbow. Below the elbow. That's it. So, just try something out. That's it. And we're letting go. I'll just show you that from the back. We're letting go in the lower back. Just because it's a bit easier. If you're not having to lifting arms too high, we can just focus on the body mechanics. I was, got my so just keep it. So just maybe pause here each time. We're going to hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So notice what that feels like. 1, 2, open the hand. 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So notice what that feels like.
Painful.
Painful, yes. But you want to relax more. So don't lift them too high. That's why we're lifting it lower. So when we hold it up, if we'd held it up here, that would have been too much. But holding it here is quite useful for strengthening the arm. So that's it, that's a bit lower, that's it, and stretch the hand out. There we go. And then when we do the move, it should be a bit easier to do now.
To get elbows never work out loose.
Yeah, that's okay. You want to use your legs, the bounce and the legs. So we're doing bounce at the same time. So we're going to here each time. We're going to hear each time. So those of you on Zoom, look at your picture and copy. That is not that. That is that. That is something else. So we do that. We do that. We do that. Every time. Every time. So if you're finding it difficult to do that, hold it for 10 seconds and then go back. Excellent. Okay, now we're going to turn the palms up, and there is a bit of a bend there, but not a huge bend. So that's it. So but it's quite good to hold things because you know what then they feel like. And then what you're doing is you're aiming to get to the exact same feeling each time. So you're doing it, it's like playing something by ear.
Yeah.
It's that kind of a thing.
Yeah.
That's better. 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we just, so nice and relaxed. So we should be slowly warming up. I can feel my circulation improving a bit. So you come to, so when you do the middle bit, just do it a bit lower than normal. Don't go all the way up to there. Just go to there and try and get that arm shape correct. Try and get a lengthened arm shape. So you want to extend through the fingers. Gentle extension. Extend through the fingers, drop. Extend through the fingers, drop. Extend through the fingers. And then if you're practicing at home and you're not quite getting the arm shape, just hold it, notice what it feels like, then you carry on. Hold it, notice what it feels like, check. So remember going to here, and we're avoiding that. That's not what we're doing that. We're doing that. So every single time we want to go to here, we want to go to here. That's better. But there, slightly down. Wrist below the shoulder. Wrist below the shoulder. Hold each one for 10. Not you, but on Zoom. So if you're on Zoom, hold it for 10. each time, then do that, then hold it for 10, then do that, then hold it for 10. So you'll be going much slower. Very good. That's it. There we go. Maintain your focus of attention. That's a very fast 10. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then up. 3, 4, 5. This one, thankfully, is very easy. But you want to let your arms go more. Really let them go. That's it. Just let them go. That's it. And we're all breathing. It's definitely warming up, isn't it? Which is good. So we're going to do the Yang style Tai Chi Qigong. Just because it's another one that keeps you warm. And I think we did that here. I might be wrong, but we'll do it anyway, even if we haven't done it here. And we'll warm up with a bit of silk breathing as well. We'll do some silk breathing. That's good. 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax the arms, lengthen. Keep breathing, very good. Four, 3, 2, 1, wobbling. Relax around the jaw. Breathing. Oh, how nice. It's really good. Once you start breathing, you just feel better, don't you? It's just like amazing. Really, really, really nice. And breathe. Oh, just. Fantastic. So we're sinking down. I'll sink your hips more, everybody. Yeah, that's what I'm working on for the rest of the, this year's focus, at least, I'm working on sinking my hips, getting my hips properly sunk. And the chin's tucked in. Brilliant. Okay, let's just, we'll just do some little kicks. 6, 7, 8, 2, 2, 3. Oh, my feet are cold. I've actually got a pair of tights on and a pair of socks on.
Not long johns. No,
just a pair of tights. They're woolly ones. I've got them from the supermarket, like with woolly kind of cottony ones. They're a bit warmer. If you get nylon, they're not as warm. But if you get cottony ones, nice and, but not as warm as I'd have liked them to be. But that's okay. So, we just practice our posture. So you have your feet shoulder width apart, weight in the first third of the foot, put yourself in the first third of the foot, then sink the hips back and down. So it kind of clicks into place. And then you want to relax the shoulders, soften the muscles around the chest, soften the muscles on the shoulders. See if you can soften down the back muscles. And we're feeling nice and solid. Okay, we'll just start with some shoulders. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and 8. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Nice, relaxed. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Breathing in and out. Close. Open, close, open, close, open. Nice and relaxed. And then we'll do this one. It's so cold. There's a big cobweb up there. Look at that. It's amazing.
Has he got jumper on the spine?
Oh, it's like, yeah,
This is beautiful.
yeah. So you wouldn't have got that with the last lot of people that were running this hall. And one more time,
Spider.
they've got a thingy that you can do
It's a
cobweb.
big cobweb.
That is a big cobweb.
Wow.
Yeah, Carol, my teacher, went through a phase of describing the body mechanics as if you're moving inside or that you've got like a cobweb, and it's like you're moving, so it's all kind of connected. It was quite. Except some of the people, what was in the room, wasn't fond of spiders, so they didn't like that explanation at all. So he had to stop. He had to find a different explanation. That it's like you're wearing cobweb, like a cobweb sort of suit or something. Very, very interesting. So, what a shame. But now let's do the polishing the table. So we're just going to do that nice and slowly, and just relax the muscles. So the more relaxed you are, the better your circulation is, and the more heat you move around your body. So that's it. And it's in cold weather, you can get stiff back, so we're just going to be nice and very kind to our backs. That's it. Now I should have at least 2 more zoomies, but oh well.
Have you just got one?
Yeah, just the one. Yeah, that's okay. It's a bit. since we've sort of come out of lockdown, it's just people have got a lot less time to do things like that in. And back to the middle, very nice, very nice. Okay, let's do Monkey King takes a seat. So I'll just show that from the side. So we like this. And then we come upright, but you want to keep yourself nice and tall through the spine. So you're folding it and lengthening, so the hips sink back and the hands counterbalance, and then we come back to, we're all breathing, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Fantastic. Hoping to get to Emma's class tomorrow morning at 8:30, because she's doing a lot more like meditation-y stuff on the Tuesday, because I did a silk reading on the Wednesday, which is lovely, but it's nice to do lots of other things. So if I do that and I learn something new, I will of course pass it on. So hands on the hips, let's just circle. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Breathing in and out. Feet together, hands on the knees, and we're going to circle. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Other way. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Fantastic. And then just wiggle your toes. So we're wiggling the toes. Sink the hips, wiggle the toes, and draw the toes in and stretch the toes out. Never says when you're doing the stretching the toes out, imagine each toe is going into a different direction, if that helps. It's kind of, it does feel quite good when I've done it, so I'm just drawing the toes in and stretching the toes out. Oh, that's nice. Okay, nice and relaxed. Let's do some of the basic silk reading first. So take a slightly wider stance. Just rest your hand on your side of the body, and then just have the hand palm out. Palm out. Sink the shoulders, transfer the weight, turn the waist, bring the hand down, palm forward, palm up, palm forward, down. Just like this. In, turn, out. So really nice and relaxed. And coming out at the top, in at the bottom. In at the bottom. Rotate. So as you turn the waist, this kind of rotates in the shoulder joint. Palm out. That's it. Turn the waist. So feel a stretch across the back. Release the stretch. Lead with the little finger. And then at the top, you lead with the thumb. At the bottom, as you come down, lead with the little finger. And you lead with the thumb. And you're feeling the weight transfer. So you transfer the weight. Transfer the weight, lead with the thumb. turn the waist, transfer the weight, lead with the little finger. So try and match up or connect your feet with your hands. Connect the feet more, feel it through the waist more, very good, very good, yeah. That was so lovely, let's do it with the other arm. So we start here, and we lead with the little finger, so it's like you're chopping down, and then you sink, sink. Now I transfer the weight, and my hips are still sinking. You're sinking your hips. And watch the alignment of your knees.
What's this called?
This is silk reeling number 1, or Chancy Gong. I think it's I can't remember the Yi Samsi something in dreadful Mandarin. Silk reeling number 1. Like a silkworm with a cocoon thing,
right.
reeling silk, or it could be people taking the silk off the cocoon to make. Seems a bit mean on the poor old silkworm, doesn't it? You know, they just want to do. I guess is it like a chrysalis or something?
Yeah.
And then what do they become then?
Butterflies?
Is it a butterfly?
I don't know, I'm not sure.
I've never looked that up. What an omission. I will look up what do silkworms become. We don't know because we keep nicking their cocoons. So
You never get the chance.
they never get. Well, it's seeming then they go, oh look, isn't that luxurious? But you think, what about that poor little thing? That was, you know, a bit mean, isn't it? But anyway.
So you'll Google it for next week.
I'll Google it. I'm going to Google it at tea break. I want to know. And then I'm going to tell everyone on Zoom what happens to silkworms. Because what they look like, they probably look really nice. But anyway, we'll just go down. Well, that's much better. Oh, when you get to here, see if you can feel a stretch across the back.
Yeah.
And then you release the stretch. You see, so you make the stretch. And then you release the stretch. That's great. Have a little shake out because this does murder your legs. Isn't that amazing? Because we're moving slowly and we're feeling the weight. So when you're doing the silk reeling, you're doing the inside turn. So you're turning towards the weighted leg, but because you're moving so slowly, you're exercising the muscles structurally, postural. Thing. There's been an update on how they look at muscles. I need to read up on it. That's come. I'm going to phone up Lisa Robertson, see if she can you explain. She's the clinical of this area. She is like the clinical exercise lady. So, one thing she said about Tai Chi, she recently inspected because. Mike's still with Forever Active. They're hoping to resurrect a Forever Active class with me somewhere in Cambridgeshire, but we don't know yet. But a Forever Active class, and she was looking at it, and she could see, because of her training she's done, that it works your postural muscles, but they're called something different now. I just knew moving muscles and standing muscles, to put it in real simple language. So there's muscles that you move with, and then there's the muscles, and they can have dual function, so moving around or standing still. And the standing still muscles, it works your posture and works your joint strength. So it's all about, it's in the, so yeah, you're turning towards the weighted leg, as opposed to something like the Taming the Tiger, where you're doing the outside turn, where you're turning away from the weighted leg. So we'll do Taming the Tiger as well, just because I love the name. And it makes you feel quite strong. You're doing it with the fists, so and it feels quite strong. So we'll do that one in a minute. But let's look at silk reeling number 2. So shake out. We won't go too wide. because that's quite hard work. So you have a palm forward, palm up, palm across, palm down. Turn slightly forward, it comes up, down. Start here, so use your left arm, turn towards the left foot, left palm forward and then up. That's it. So I think we had a look at silk reading number 2 last week. This is what we did. And you want to relax, and you're feeling where the weight is moving. You want to feel where the weight is moving, and we're all breathing. Very nice. Oh, is that playtime over? Was that? I heard the school bell ring. That's quite late, because they normally, what time do they have?
It is late.
Yeah. Oh.
They're usually out about 10:30.
10:30, aren't they?
Yes.
Amazing what you notice, what you don't realise you've noticed. Because like every Monday, I've heard the bell, and then I thought, oh, there's the bell, and then I've looked at the time, and it looks like it's later.
So doing PE.
Oh yeah, it might be PE. Oh, that's mean, isn't it? Make him go outside in his weather. Okay, and then that's it. Now we want to be nice. Let's just do. Oh, let's do the wiggly. Let's do the wiggly exercise that Eva. This is Eva's wiggly exercise. I don't know what its name is, but I call it Eva's wiggle. Wiggle exercise. I just love that. You feel really good. So the other thing is when you're doing the silk reading, you want to breathe naturally. Just very natural breathing, whatever that is, and try not to breathe in any particular special way. So here we go. So we go palm forward, palm up, then you transfer the weight, bring the hand across, then you turn. Now you want to really relax. When you do this bit, you want to really let go of the muscles in that shoulder. So this bit, now, we'll take another spin on it in a minute. We'll just stick with the basic. So I'm just, there we go, and we're breathing, breathing, breathing. Oh. Well, this is so much better. This is definitely, you're all going in the same sort of direction, and it's looking a lot more smooth. So that's very good. Very good. Okay, so that's the basic, but what Eva did last Wednesday was, so yeah, I couldn't get to the full class because last Wednesday there was the semi-strike, and my niece decided that, because it looked like I was doing PE. Oh, are you doing PE? Yes, I'm doing PE, but very, very, very slow PE for kind of people who aren't really kids. But, you know, it's very slow. It's really slow, yes, it is really slow. I think you should run around the garden with me. Oh, all right then. So, live on Zoom, they saw me running around chasing this 8-year-old around the garden 5 times. She made me do it 5 times. It's evil. And then she joined in. I said, well, look, if I run around the garden, you've got to join in with me on doing the Tai Chi. But we were doing this exercise. She only did 3, and then she went around the garden again. She was like, it's too slow. So there you go, it's too slow. Too slow. So, there we are. So, now at the top bit, see if you can make this more like this. And she says, imagine you've got a blade on your little finger. And, I mean, in this class of hers on a Wednesday morning, it's all people, probably kind of 70s is the youngest, most of them, and 80s, 90s, and most of them are women, and the odd chap that sort of falls in, you know, there's a few, couple, not so many, it's all mainly women. And then she goes, imagine you've got a blade, and you're chopping off someone's head, and I'm like, no, I don't want to, I'm in Tai Chi, or relax. But if that helps, and she went off with her head, so she's obviously been reading Alice in Wonderland with her grandkids.
Yes.
I should well imagine. But I'm like, that's violent. Okay, and now try it the other side. We'll do the off with her head version. So it's like that. Very slow. So that's horizontal. And then what you can do is you can, oh, I knew it. See, I'd lulled everyone into a false sense of security, hadn't I? Yes. And we're just like this. So we go like this. So this is opposite. It's like a funny cloud hands, because normally in cloud hands you go in the other direction, but we're doing this, and this is what she did on Wednesday. I've been trying to do it all week, so I thought I might as well inflict it on all my students, just because. That's not bad, that's not bad. Have a little look. You're doing the same exercise, except you're doing one and then you're doing the other. So this is why it's so good for your balance. Because it's working, this works your balance, even if you're not doing it correctly, it will work your balance. So it's worth doing it just for that. And then what she got us to do was to sidestep. Yeah! Well, I'm very impressed with the Zoom person. They've got it. Hooray! So, that's it. So we'll just hold that there, so that's it. So relax your shoulders, drop both shoulders, that's it. Now make a circle, step, bring that in. This is very, very good for the balance. Very good for the cat stance, heel toe, cat stance. Heel toe, cat stance. Nice. Heel toe, cat stance. Heel toe, cat stance. Heel toe. And it's circular. Circle with the arms. So, now if we just go back to that one. Go back to that one. Pay attention to what you feel in the waist area. And we're just turning our shoulders and hips to the corners. To the corners. So you notice the corner, sink your hips. Sink your hips and feel that movement in the waist. I'll just show you that from the back view. So it's quite good to have different views. So when I remember, I try and show different angles of what you're looking at, because you can't always get everything from just looking at the front part of the body. You have to see what all the other angles is doing. Here's the diagonal. So we're all breathing. Oh. How's that? So then when you're, so that's going on. Try that. So I've just sort of thought this up, so. It's really good at keeping you warm though. If I'm really cold, if I'm in a freezing cold hall, and I'm thinking, I'm really cold, what should I do? We could do this. So look, so you transfer the weight and turn, transfer the weight and turn. This is it from the back view. I'll try it a bit subtle. Does it work slowly? Heel toe, heel toe. So you want to use your legs and use your waist to move your arms. Rather than moving the arms as a kind of separate to the rest of the body, you want to move your arms with the movement of the waist and what's happening in the feet. That's why it looks, that's what makes it look smooth, because whenever does it, it's beautiful. She moves like amazingly well, and her balance is better than mine, because she does balance every single day, and she does things like the Phoenix and Happy Phoenix, and then she stays there. And we did the thing where we stood on one leg, and she done it for 30 seconds, and she was completely still. But she holds it for like a minute, sometimes 2 minutes. She'll just stand there. No. Be useful. And just because of, not because she was only good at balancing before, but just because she's been working on it all through lockdown. She was thinking, because of the statistics, I think you can really frighten yourself with statistics and ageing. It can be quite frightening, and things like, if you know, and all the stats we did as part of my falls prevention training thing that I'd done with Lisa and with Simon Hannah, and it's really good because of all the unpleasant statistics. Go and avail yourselves. Look at, you know, if you want to really cheer yourself up, survival rates for how long people survive for after breaking their hip. It's not pleasant reading, you know, it's not, you know, and stuff like that. So it's actually, I can see why she was doing it, because she was at that age where actually this stuff does really matter. Being able to balance, having good stability is an essential life skill, I would say, which is why they should be teaching this stuff at school. They should be teaching you how to fall over, how to get up safely, how to balance, and coordination exercises. The more coordinated you are, the easier it is to balance, and the easier it is to get your balance back, because you've got the coordination to, like when a cat falls off something and then it flips around, it's an awful corner, absolutely fine. You know, so actually, the body awareness, body being able to move around and use your body, I think are essential. They should be putting them up there, not just for PE and getting you need your cardio, you need your bone strength, you need your strengthening. Bone strength exercise is also very essential, which is what Eva's doing on the Tuesday mornings and Wednesday mornings, which is why I'm trying to get to them, and they're completely free with someone that's been teaching for 40 plus years. I mean, that's ridiculous. But she's just giving this stuff away. You've just got to be able to get out of bed. And amazing, she's so nice. And then you just think, and you look at what she's doing, and you think, now I wonder what's motivating. Oh, okay. And also because of the age group, when I first started doing martial arts, I was kind of wanting to know how to hit things and avoid getting and stuff. But now, what really, I want to be as healthy as I can for as long as I can, and a body that works properly. Thank you very much. And this stuff really helps bodies work well. Because even if you've got the most lack of coordination in the entire planet, you can still improve your coordination by doing these exercises in this sort of way. And yeah, I think that's what impressed Lisa Robertson so much so when you're doing this, I'm turning my waist and I'm using my feet. I'm feeling with my feet. I'm not just worrying about the arms. I'm feeling my whole, how it's affecting my whole body. So, and then we've got the, you know, if that helps, over the head. You know, and she kept saying it, and I'm like thinking, well, this is supposed to be relaxed. But, yeah. I mean, that's the problem. If you hang out with youngsters, it does affect how you know, like...
Bloodthirsty lot.
You know, it's like with the whole Ludo carnage. They are absolute Ludo experts, my 8-year-old nieces, and I got completely slaughtered by them. And the thing is, they've now do this thing called the victory dance, where they hop around and then wave their arms in a very jolly fashion that everybody's got to join in, whether they won or lost. So it kind of rubs it in a bit, really. But it was great fun. But I just, I was noticing in my behaviour, I was being a bit more humorous than usual. And I was like, oh, okay, so that kind of explained the off with their head thing. But it does help, so we'll do it in slow motion, and then you sink the hips, and then you transfer heel-toe. And then, see, but you want to think about your waist. You want to move your waist, turn your waist. So let's just try one. So this is one arm. This is the one-armed version. So exactly the same. Actually, let's go back to this one. It's exactly the same as this, which we are all perfect, almost very nearly very perfect. We were at this. We've all, yeah. So we're doing that, and it's fantastic. Look at that, aren't we good? So the only thing we're doing different is that the foot comes into cat stance. The foot comes into cat stance. Foot comes into cat stance. So just by adding a foot movement in, it puts extra processing need on your brain connections, your brain cell connections, you see. So it's that's why it's tricky. Actually, let's do it that way. Oh, that's better. Yeah, when it goes down, bring the foot in. And then you can do it like this at different speeds. In, out. In, out. So look, the hand comes across. Now pause there. Okay, where's my foot in relation to my other foot? Is it behind or is it in front? Hips sink, shoulders sink, palm open. Now you step, you go down, and then you go into cat stance. Turn, step, heel toe. Right, try that with the other hand. So we'll just do it like this first. Down. Sink the shoulders, sink the hips. Palm up, palm down. Turn the waist. Transfer the weight, turn the waist, 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 1, 2, transfer the weight, 3, turn the waist, 4, transfer the weight, 1, turn the waist, 2, transfer the weight, 3, turn the waist, 4, transfer the weight, 1, turn the waist, 2, transfer the weight, 3, turn the waist, 4, transfer the weight, 1, step up, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, step, 2, turn, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, what's the body doing? Going to here, I'm turning the waist. Transfer, turn. Transfer, turn. Transfer, turn. Transfer, turn. Okay, and then without stepping, it's like this. Turn. So keep your arms moving at the same speed. Both arms move at the same speed. Yeah, better. Shoulders down, hips down. Swap round. One up, one down. Swap round. One up, one down. Oh, okay. Let's stop because we're late for tea. Okay, so we just breathe in, breathe out. Oh. We'll come back to that next week. We're going to do nice things after tea. Right, because we've earned it. We'll have a look at that because that's a very good exercise for... Excellent. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do the Yang style Tai Chi Qigong to finish off. And also it would be nice at some point to resurrect the Fasun Gong, but we'll have a look at that silk reading exercise because there's something kind of similar that you do when we get back to doing the form. But I think what I'd like to do for now is improve everyone's connectivity for a bit first. Get that nice and what's the word?
Right.
Well, right is something that you're continually working at all throughout the Tai Chi practice for years, but getting it clearer, I guess, and getting it a little bit more solid in the body. And that will, I think, once we get to a certain level of that, then when we do the form, it's going to be much easier to do because you're more used to moving. You're more used to moving with connection and the legs and waist dictating, or the legs and the arms following what the legs and the waist is doing, what the legs, rather than, because the problem is you can get a bit stuck on what the arms are doing and then miss. It starts from the feet actually. It starts from the feet. So let's have a look at the health exercise. So we just breathe. We start here, we breathe in and out. And then step out with your left foot. Okay, breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out, extend. Breathe in. Breathe out. 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 So slightly in front of the body, that's it. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Rotate so the fist, inside of the fist point out. Breathe in, stretch up. Breathe out. Breathe in, just put your feet down first. Breathe out. That's much easier than wobbling around on your toes. Breathe. Breathe in. Breathe out. Oh. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Bring your feet in. Breathe in. Breathe out, turn to your left. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out, turn to your right. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more time each side, turn to the left first. Turn to the right. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay, this time breathe in, raise up. Turn over, breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. We do this 6 times. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay, 4th time. Down. Up. Down. 5th time. Last time. Keep breathing, very good. Hands on the back like that. Breathe in. Breathe out. Shake on the side. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe out. One more time. Breathe in. Breathe out. Nice. Grab hold of your left thumb. Turn, breathe in. Breathe out, go on tippy toes if you can. Now come down, breathe in. Breathe out. Stay upright. Right thumb. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Left thumb, breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Right thumb, breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. And then step out to the side. Breathe in. And out. Breathe in. And out. Breathe in. And out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Pushing up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. 4, 5, and 6. Starts in the fingers, vibrating the fingers. It works down the whole arm. Then you use your legs. And then change. Go a bit faster, go a bit faster. And then breathe in and out. Yeah. Well, that's nice, isn't it? That was really good. So what he usually does is finish with a little bit of gentle massage. So that's what we'll do. We'll finish off with a bit of gentle massage. So just rub your hands together and then just smooth the face. Which is nice. Just smooth the face. Just massage the head, just smooth there. And then rub the neck. And then just brush down the arm. Little bit squeezing there if you need to. Brush down the other arm. Brush down the front of the body. Brush the back, give the back a rub. Rub the back. And then brush down the leg. And then brush down the other leg. Okay, 2 more each leg. 2 and 1 and 2. Okay, let's do Embrace the Tiger, Return to the Mountain. Here we go, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in and out. And once more. Nice and tall. Just stand for a moment. So just go back to having a good standing posture. Make a fist with the right hand, left hand over the top. Brilliant. That was great. Well done, everyone. Fantastic. That was a really nice class. Really good. So we'll do the complicated stuff. We'll do that again, and then we'll have another look. We might do the Fasten Gong, or we might do the Yang one again, because Fasten Gong's actually Chen style, so we'll probably better keep it with Chen style. But that was one what I learned from Mark.
That's good. The coordination was the one I was over there.
Coordination. Okay, yeah. All right. We'll still work on coordination. Right. Well done.
Okay. Thank you.